Okay, let's cut off this hub here. L G G G G G. Cut. N for new layer. Paste. And I'm gonna move this up, move this down. And let's see. So this P to fill that. This thing, let me P to fill that hole on the wheel. Okay, we're gonna start rigging up this suspension. I want to get a good view of my components, so I'm gonna say Control 1, toggle background again until I see a wireframe, and then also press O on your keyboard to bring up this menu, and I'm going down to inactive, and the wireframe I want it to be relatively light, so maybe 10% or so, and then we're all set. So now I'm going to make a couple of locators. So let me switch to front view, and I'm going to put one here. I'm in item mode, so I can just drag this with W, move it down here. Control D, and center it on that ball. Control D, center it. I'm actually going to move this up a little bit, like this. So let me grab this. Oops. Grab this, move it up to that locator. Alright, and then this one, let me align this with that a little bit. There. And also let me go down to this one and just adjust that piece a little bit. Okay, so we got this locator. Let's press Control D to copy it, and then W to move it. Alright, now I'm going to click this one and also this one, and I'm going down to modifiers and direction. Make sure this button is turned off, compensation is off, and setup is off. And let's click direction, and you should see something like this. Again, that's, you pick this one first, and then you pick this one. These are items. Locators are items, so you have to be in item mode, and then click direction. Now I want to adjust this a little bit, so I'm going up to direction constraint, and the axis here, I don't want Z, I actually want X. So this should turn red like that. So let's do the same thing over here. 1, 2, click direction, direction constraint, click X, and now if we grab these two and wiggle them around, your locator should follow. Okay, so let's grab this and move it off, and this and move it off, and I'll name this one lower susp, and this one can be upper arm. Oh, let me call this one lower arm, and this can be lower loc, and this is upper loc. Let me just move these so they're kind of organized. Alright, so let's grab the upper and then shift click the upper and I'm going to setup and clicking item position and then item rotation. So that just aligns these two objects together. Let's do the same thing with here. Let's grab this one and then this one, position and rotation. I'm up in the setup tab here on the left side. So now if I try to move these, the locators are still moving, but not the objects, not the arms. So all we have to do is grab the upper arm and drag it into the upper loc, and lower arm, drag it into the lower loc. And what that does is it parents the arm to the locator. So now when we move these two, the arms will follow. Okay, so let's do a little bit of organizing. I'm going to grab these two locators and parent them to a single locator that will help that be simpler. So I'm going to click up here to create a new locator, W to move it over, and again, let's copy the Z position. Let me go to perspective, perspective view, and I'll paste the Z position here, enter, and let's go to the shape of this locator, change it to custom, and I would like a circle, not solid, and X. So this just makes it a little bit simpler to grab stuff instead of clicking both of these. Let's see, I can copy the Y position here of the wheel and paste that in here to align, and we should be good. So now I'm going to grab these two and drag them down into that brand new locator down here. So let's name this wheel controller, and if we move just this, we'll get the arms connected. So next I'm going to figure out this hub right here. So let me move it off to the side a little bit just to make it clear. And also notice that when I move my locators off to the side, I don't actually have locators right on this position, and I'm gonna try to make that. So let me just place this somewhere, doesn't matter where. I'm making a new locator. Let's grab that position again, 10.1, and I'll just eyeball this and put it right into the socket about here. Okay, so let's call this hub position, and I'm going to parent that into the upper arm. So I just grab the hub position, drag it into the upper arm, and now let's test that again. There we go. So I want that locator stuck to the upper arm. So I'm going to grab the hub now, shift click the hub position, and then make sure compensation is off up here on the top left, and also setup should be off, and then we can go to position. So just click position, and let's see, I think my alignment's a little bit off. I'm gonna grab this top locator and drag it up a little bit. Now I'll grab the wheel controller, and the hub should connect there. Great. So now we have one more problem to solve, which is how do we connect this wheel directly to the center of that hub. So the center of the hub is up here, which is where it should be to connect to the arm, but I need another center right here. So what I can do is press A, Control 1, toggle grid, press A, which sets the work plane to this circle selection, and then I'm going to grab my wheel, go up to setup, and say set to work plane position, and that just nails it right there to that spot. Also, let me grab this, press left bracket to select everything else. I just selected that one circle. Left bracket, cut 5, Control Shift space, center 3, paste. So now my center of the wheel is stuck directly to this polygon, and now I'm gonna do again that set to work plane position. There we go. So A to reset the work plane. Let's grab this. Okay, so I still need to parent the wheel to the hub. So let's grab the wheel and just drag it into the hub. And there we go. Awesome. So this hub should be able to rotate also. Cool. Control 1, toggle background. Okay, so that's the basics, and we'll continue with this rig in the next video.